Today I'm dropping parts 3 and 4 of my Filipino MAGA series. And before you watch them, I want to tell you why I made this. I'm Filipino American. I grew up watching my community split. Some of the most hardworking, faithful, proud people I know voting for a movement that I needed to understand philosophically, not politically. So I did the work. I went to Fernand, I went to Fromm, I went to Carlos Bolasan, a Filipino farm worker who wrote about all of this in 1946, and nobody in our community is talking about him. And then I did something I didn't expect to do. I asked two AIs the same question. And what I got back told me everything about who controls the narrative of our community. That's what parts 3 and 4 are about. If you haven't watched parts 1 and 2 yet, go watch those first. Links are in the description. If you're caught up, let's finish this. See you on the edge. He also wrote about something every Filipino American has felt at some point. Why was America so kind and yet so cruel? Was there no common denominator on which we could all meet? I was angry and confused and wondered if I would ever understand this paradox. That paradox is still alive, and Filipino MAGA is one of the most painful versions of it. A community chasing belonging from the same power structure that once called them savages. And then Bolson dropped this line, and I want you to really hear it. It was both a religious and economic war. For in those early days of global vandalism, the sword and the cross went together. The sword and the cross 400 years ago. Look around at MAGA today. Tell me that changed.
Now, I wasn't the only one asking this question. I put the exact same prompt into two different AIs. Grok, which is Elon Musk's AI, and Claude, made by Anthropic. Same question. Why are Filipino Americans drawn to MAGA? Here's what Grok said.
It boils down to deep-rooted cultural conservatism clashing with progressive American values. Filipinos, shaped by centuries of Catholic influence, prioritize family, hard work, merit, and traditional morality.
MAGA rhetoric echoes that philosophically. It's like Aristotelian virtue ethics meets natural law. Okay, and here's what Claude said. Same question, completely different answers.
Colonial mentality, Fromm's authoritarian psychology, anti-communist trauma, Fanon's genealogical lens. The question isn't what Filipinos believe, but where those beliefs came from and who benefits from them.
Answers. Sit with that, because the difference isn't about style, it's not tone, it's about which questions are even allowed to be asked.
If you'd want more content like this, hit like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more.